another moment of learning, another Tell It All with Teacher Nhoie. Today, we'll be entitling our Tell It All with We Need Problems. Well, that might be a paradox because nobody wanted to have problems. In fact, many people wanted to have solutions to the problem and not problem itself. However, dear streamers, we need problems. Well, problems are like water in the sea. Okay? In order for the boat to travel, in order for the boat to be functional, it needs water. It needs water for it to put its body so that it can travel. However, don't forget, the same water that the boat needs in order for it to be afloat, or in order for it to be able to move or to travel, is also dangerous, especially when this water enters the boat, which will cause the boat to capsize or to have holes, and it will what? Go down and submerge deep into the ocean. Now, you have seen now the two sides of water when it comes to its relationship into how the boat needs it. If it is under the boat, it is very, very useful. If it's inside the boat, it can destroy the boat. Now, water is just like problem. First, water makes the boat float. Well, if water is like problem, that means in our human lives, the more problem we have, the more we get control of our life. Why? Because the more that we can put our lives on top of the water and travel with it peacefully. The more problems we have, the more experience we have in life. Okay? The more experience we have, the more we get to understand life. So that is why you and me, dear streamers, we need water in order for us to keep afloat. Without water, we will also go down the drain. That's why we need problems for us to know how to control life. We need problems in order to have experiences in life. And we need problems in order to understand life. Next, water elevates the boat from the ground. Yes, problems make us better than others because we are learning more. Example, I meet this problem now, another person have not met this problem yet. That means I am above that person because I have already experienced that one and I have already learned something from that one. Problems make us intelligent because it forces us to think better. Well, if we are already on top of a situation, in order for us not to sink, we think well. We think survival. We think logically. And we are forced to do that. We are obliged to do that. And that is what is making problem very important, because if there are no problems, we will not be forced to think also. And then, problems makes us experts because collective learning from little problems make us better individual, especially with the collective learning that we have. Next, water contributes to the speed of sea travel. Okay, if you notice, boats can travel faster if the water is deep. But boats will travel slower and may even not able to travel if it is shallow. Well, that is why problems make us a better person in life. The more problems we have, the better our travel in life may be. The more problems we have, the more that we can travel peacefully, travel faster, and travel fluently in life. Problems makes us understand others better. Okay? That is why when some people are just trying to travel first in the sea, well, their boats may not be stable yet. We know that it will become stable later on because we have passed that point already. And that is the importance of understanding others. And then problems create versatility in us. Whatever problems are being thrown to us, if we have been under that already, we can have more ways, more thinking of other ways to meet these problems effectively. That makes us versatile persons. Now, dear streamers, we are not surrounding, ourselves with problem. We are putting ourselves afloat those problems. Because just like water, if that is under your boat, that is very, very useful. But if water enters your boat, it will become dangerous and it can sink you. Just like problems in real life, if we have problems and we are always solving it, we're always getting on top of it, we're always controlling it, we're always thinking hard how to be above it, then this problem is needed because it encourages us to do better and to make ourselves better. But if this problem enters our mind and causes us to think that we are already incapacitated, we are not already able to go beyond it and it can sink us, then this problem will become a real problem for all of us. So, problem is just like water. When we are above it, it's very safe and useful. When we let it enter ourselves, it's very dangerous. Another moment of learning, another tell it all with Teacher Nhoie.